Hey guys, welcome to Storyweaving. This is such an exciting topic for me. I just kicked the light here. Let me start over. Hey guys, I am so excited to share with you about storyweaving and the storyweaving strategy. I started off my career in going to film school, and then I had a video production company in New York City. I have written, I think, 3.5 screenplays, feature film, and I've just been so obsessed with really amazing storytelling. I have a very nuanced relationship to watching films. This has just been a very important aspect of my life and my career. After my video production company in New York, I started to explore story at a deeper level. I started to act out taboos within people's minds, and I discovered that doing so unwound their nervous systems and created these profound aha moments, these profound experiences of consciousness that most people would just simply think is impossible. And yet it worked time after time after time. It was incredibly reliable. So I called this process the quantum theater. You may have heard of this, or you may have even done a session with me. So I've done hundreds of sessions with hundreds of people over the last decade. And now the quantum theater has evolved into a more precise process, as it is now step 2 of a 4-step process, which is the story weaving strategy. And step 1 is the investigation of what needs to be uncovered in our consciousness. Step 2 is a quantum theater. Step 3 is applying the wisdom of what's learned in the quantum theater into the story that you're telling. And that could be as a filmmaker like me, could be as a novelist, a public speaker, whatever format of storytelling you're into, this can be applied. I'm also very interested in emerging markets, immersive theater, virtual reality. This can make such a difference because most storytelling is coming from the wrong place. Most storytelling is coming from conditioning. And so if we're able to find out how it looks to have story come from the right place, we can make masterful stories consistently, reliably, every time. All we need is to understand the difference. And that's what I'm here for, is to really differentiate between how to make story come from the right place instead of the wrong place. One of my other favorite tools is the Enneagram system. I use this because the Enneagram system, unlike other personality typing systems, the Enneagram system shows us who we are not instead of who we are. It shows us who we think we are, shows us the box we have put ourselves into. And so every Enneagram type, there are 9 different types. That means there's 9 different ego fixations. Doesn't mean the ego is a problem. It means that the ego gets fixated and then we believe that is me, but it's not. The mind is not you. The ego is not you. It is a tool. It is a biological tool. You are a soul. You are energy. You are spirit. So by unwinding the ego fixation using the Enneagram, we get to see actually what our motivation is for telling stories at all. And so I call that the storytelling style. So me, for example, I am storytelling style 3 is my primary style because my Enneagram type, my ego fixation, is type 3. Everybody has a primary storytelling style, 1 of 9, and by discovering which Enneagram type we are, which storytelling style we use, we can look at the underlying polarity, which is the tension that's being worked out through that storytelling style. And so we can see exactly, energetically, what is the transformation that we need to personally make as a storyteller. And then that is going to be absolutely an element, an aspect of every successful transformational story that we tell. If we're not telling it through that innate tension of the ego fixation, our story is going to either land flat or be manipulative, and it might not land flat, but it's simply there for the wrong reasons because it's only trying to manipulate the audience into feeling emotion instead of actually going on a transformational journey, which is what story is for. In our modern culture, people don't use story correctly a lot of the time, and so we have to kind of weed through the really amazing content, and there's a lot of not amazing content out there because of this very issue I'm describing. So if you will join me on this project, there's a lot to be discovered. Take your storytelling style quiz on the Storyweaving website. The Storyweaving book is another amazing resource, and the Storyweaving course is for people who want to dive in to the deep end. This is Joshua. I really appreciate you watching this video, and always happy to answer any questions or provide more resources on helpful next steps. Talk to you later.